going on YouTube? It's your boy Good Feet, and we're back with Good Feet's vlog episode number 18, building one fast manual G80. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a blessed, fortunate week. You know your boy is. Any day above ground is a good day. You know what I'm saying? But all right, welcome. Welcome all my newcomers. Welcome everybody that are my returnees. I appreciate all the love and support that you guys have been showing. Like I said in previous videos, you guys are definitely the motivational force behind me. Keep on going. And I know we haven't said this in a long while, but long live Rich. The reason why we're even cranking out and doing these videos to begin with, because this was one of the last things that my brother asked me to start doing again before he passed. So all of this, in essence, is to honor my brother Rich. But all right, let's get into today's video. Today's an exciting video. This is going to be one of the last modifications as far as me doing it in a video for a while. After this video, for the next like 2 or 3 videos, we're going to be shipping the car over to Frank. That way Frank can take care of a few items. I won't even get into those items right now. We'll worry about that when that video, when those videos come. But this video is a dope video. I've been having a blast this last couple of weeks doing all these installations on the G80 and watching the transformation, go from being an unadulterated stock vehicle into, in essence, becoming my own car with my own touches. But this video is going to be real simple. I have purchased a oil cooler guard. For those that don't know, the oil cooler in the G80s is in a really terrible spot. I don't know why BMW had placed that there to begin with, but it's facing the ground in between both wheels under the front bumper. So I haven't seen or heard it too many times, but the fear is that you could be riding along, you can ride over a rock, something could, a rock, a piece of wood, anything in the road could kick up and puncture that oil cooler, and then you could be losing all your oil not knowingly and end up locking up your motor. So I had this on my previous G80. It's through the guys down in Texas. No, I think they're in Florida. Not Texas, they're in Florida. Maya Fabrication. They hooked me up. Me being, having a slight sponsor with them, they were able to also etch my name, Good Feets, into the grill. So that's fire. I'll show you guys that right before we do the installation. And then I'm also going to be fixing up the fitment a little bit, making the vehicle look so aggressive with all the extensions and everything that we've been placing. The car looks a little weird because the wheels are still sunken in. So I'm going to be putting 13 mil spacers in the front and 15 mil spacers in the rear. And then the last 2 finishing touches, we're going to remove the fender linings. I don't necessarily need to do it for the set of wheels that I have on it right now, the stock ones. But as I take the car to Frank, I am going to be putting the wheels on the car that I got custom made. Those wheels, because of the offset, I heard that there's a possibility that they can rub the fender linings. So R44 and other companies make a cutout where you cut out part of the fender lining and you install this recessed like gate or cage per se, in order for the aftermarket wheels to have clearance. So we're going to be installing those on the 2 front fender linings. And then I also bought splash guards or mud flaps for all 4 wheels around, just to help with the aggressive look a little bit more as well too. So it should be a fairly quick video. It's not too in-depth. As far as the installation process, I'll go step by step. That way, you guys can see exactly how this process was. But before we even get into any of that, let's not forget, let's knock out you guys' favorite segment of the show. What are the good feats of the day? We got a classic right here. So I was about to preview another shoe that's important to me, and then I just happened to look at these, and I was like, nah, we're definitely doing these for this episode. So old school box, nice and gray. Yeah, I know there's a gray sneaker in here. Anytime you see a box like this, Jordan is coming out with a gray retro. Let's crack this bad boy open. This is a shoe that I need to wear. I haven't worn in such a long time, and these are so underrated, and they're so fire. But to be honest, I'm not even trying to be no kind of way. I have so many shoes, so I go through spurts, like weeks of forgetting what I have until I see something, or I can go to grab another shoe and I'll see a shoe and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna put that on today. So kind of same vibe with this. This shoe is this shoe is just so fire. I remember this shoe when I was in high school, and I was like, yo, if this shoe ever come out, I did not get a chance to get these in high school, I think, yo, when I get older and I get my own money, I'm definitely grabbing this shoe. All right, so here you guys have it, the cool grade 9s or the Bugs. No, these are not the Bugs Bunny 9s. I apologize. Yeah, I apologize. These are not it. These are not it. Not it. Not it. Thinking of another shoe real quick. But yeah, these are the cool grade 9s. These are so fire. 9s are such an underrated Jordan sneaker. They don't get the amount of love and support that they should compared to some of the other number sneakers, but I love them. All right, this definitely is a fire shoe. Y'all know the vibes. Let's throw these on my feet. Let's slide back there so we can check these up close and personal.
Academy.
All right, and there you guys have it, the iconic cool gray 9s. A definite fire shoe, and I'm definitely about to get that sneaker in rotation sometime this week. Like, those got to be on the feet outside. But all right, let's get back to today's vlog. I already told you guys before the kicks of the day, showed you guys or told you guys exactly what we're going to be installing. We're not going to be installing this at the house this time. I'm going to go on a little field trip. My boy Braylon is about to be over here soon. I don't think I talked to you guys about Braylon's vehicle, but Braylon got a 440 not too long ago. So we're kind of showing Braylon the ways. This is his first BMW, so he was like a Mopar guy before. So now he's, foreign poppy now. So we're just kind of showing him what to do and kind of all about this foreign life. And then I told you guys last video, we're going to be doing all the work over at Jamie's house. Jamie has a nice garage with a lift and all this other stuff, and a bunch of tools and everything like that. So we're going to go over there. I was going to do it right out here in the yard, but my parking spot is a little slanted, so it's hard to jack up all 4 points or all 4 corners at the same time. So we're just going to go over to Jamie's, be indoors, nice and clean, a different change of scenery and environment for you guys too. So me, Jamie, and Braylon about to go link up and then knock out all this work here. So I'll give you guys some POV view of me whipping a G80 heading out to Jamie's house, and then obviously doing the install over there. So all right, let's slide up to the V, go outside, say what up to Braylon, and then start heading over to Jamie's. All right, y'all, we are in the V. We are about to head over to Jamie's house, so we can knock out the final installations before we bring the vehicle over to Frank. We were supposed to be waiting for Braylon, but Braylon flaked. Good old Braylon. So it's just me riding solo right now, and then we should be up to Jamie's house in about 30 minutes or so. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of POV again of me driving, and then I'll be back to the camera whenever we get to Jamie's house. All right, so we made it over here. We are jacking up the car now. We are doing the inserts first for the arch guards. We're going to do the driver's side first, and then we'll work our way over to the passenger side. As soon as we have the fender liner out, then we will be back to the camera. All right, so my main man Jay got the front fender liner out for the driver's side. So what we're going to do, those are the fins right there that I was telling you guys about. That with the aftermarket set of wheels that I got custom made for the G80 is going to rub. So you have to cut all of these inserts out, and then you just install this here. That way the front part of your hood is still protected from rocks and everything else that the wheel is kicking up. All right, so we're gonna Dremel that out, and then as soon as that is all out and good to go, then we'll be back with you guys in a sec. All right, now we have both front fender liners out, and we're just over here getting the little Dremel station prepped. That's the Dremel that we're going to use in order to cut out all those fins, and then we'll install the recess guards after that. All right, let me cut these out, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, it's time to get to cutting. All right, I have both gates cut out, and then now I'm going to take some files and just clean up the edges there and prep for the new gates to go in nice and cleanly. All right, so let me file these down, and we'll start installing the other arch guards. All right, it was an extremely tedious process, but we have the arch guards in, and they're installed and good to go. Now we could throw the fender liners back in the car, and then after I throw the fender liners back in the car, we'll start doing the front splash guards. My boy Jamie's over there cleaning up our wheels, getting it all nice. After we do all the installs today, we're gonna watch the G80 and the G82. Probably do a nice little photo shoot or something. All right, let me throw these back in the car, and I'll be right back with you. All right, now we have the fender liners back installed, and the new guard is protecting the auxiliary radiators. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna pop these out, and I'm gonna end up putting in the mud flaps right now. All right, let's take care of those, and then I'll be right back. All right, so I took care of the entire front. We have the wheel spacer on, ready for the wheel, and we also have the mud flaps on. So this entire wheel is good to go, and the passenger side is also good to go too. So I'm about to throw the wheels back on here, and then I'm gonna jack up the rear so we can do the rear mud flaps and spacers as well. All right, let me get this wheel back on, and I'll catch y'all in the back of the car. All right, and then last but not least, put on the rear spacers with the rear mud flaps. Once Jamie is done over there cleaning the wheels, then I will put them back on and then show you guys how the fitment looks. And then we'll wash cars and do a little mini B-roll / photo shoot. All right, let me throw these wheels back on. All right, so we got the car back on the ground, spacers put on. Car is looking very mean, starting to get its shape and form. Oh yeah, and I decided to put that rear wing on. For those in the chat, it's gonna be like, yo, the wing is on? All right, we're about to wash cars and then go get our little photo shoot on. All right, we'll be back with y'all. Before we wash the cars, though, we gotta show off Jamie's monster. This shit is an animal, bro. This is where we headed. Yeah, this is where we headed. I'm gonna have Jamie show off a little bit after we go wash cars and everything, but yeah, this shit is nice, my boy. Just hit the carbon hood with the O2 dump. Shit is fire. Yeah, this joint is fire. All right, we're about to take the V's out, go wash them, clean them up, and then go get y'all some B-roll. we just finished washing up the cars. Came out amazing, as we knew they would. Now we about to roll out, get some bonus footage and content for you guys real quick, and show Jamie's car a little bit, and then I'm gonna head back home. All right, time to roll out. All right, y'all. We made it back in the house from Jamie's house. I had a ill ride home. I wish I had the GoPro up. End up running into some people in traffic. It was a Veloster, a Mark IV GTI, and a G82, an M4. And we was having fun. Me and the M4 broke away, and it was like on our Need for Speed or Settle Corso out in traffic. That joint was mad fun. It feels good to be back. But we're gonna wrap up the video here. Like always, if you made it this far to the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Pass this video on to others. I appreciate all the love and support that I've been getting from everybody. And stay tuned. I will be with you guys back next week. All right.
Black Academy.